Hi and welcome to Prop4 Drones. Today in this video I'm going to be unboxing the Horizon Hobby Nano QX2 FPV. This is the successor to the QX1 FPV, which is even a successor to the QX1 or Nano QX drone right here. One of the best starter drones, I think, for non-GPS drones for flying indoors. You even can fly outside sometimes in low winds. Very durable because it's so light, and it has the safe mode, which means it stays level. So that is just really great for beginners learning to fly, so you don't have to deal with flying in acro mode where it tilts and just keeps going. You know, level itself back out, give you time to readjust and understand what's going on. Now this one here is bind and fly only. It retails for about 160 bucks. I picked it up for a little less because I used a 10% off coupon that you can pretty much always find online for Horizon Hobby. Just Google Horizon Hobby coupon and you'll find some sites that have them. It comes in this nice little box here because there is no controller. It's just the drone and the battery that you're receiving. Unlike the previous versions of this model, it has downward facing propellers that are underneath the quad, more like the Nano QX3D. So it gives it a little better flying angle and also gets the propellers out of the view of the camera itself. So there's not much to the box. On the front there, you got the drone, nice black and blue look. On the side, just some stuff. It says that you need goggles. In the back, some more pictures, and here it shows that you get a charger and a battery. Probably want to pick up a couple more batteries because they don't last very long, maybe 5 minutes tops. So let's get to opening this thing. Pop off the lid there, and first thing you got here is your quadcopter. Now this looks pretty nice. As you can see, they put a fin on the bottom here to keep it from hitting and damaging the battery. It also acts as a bit of a support when it's resting on the ground. You got your camera here, which is adjustable. This is the Spektrum branded FPV camera. It's not very powerful, but it should be enough for flying this within a reasonable distance. And it really just has a nice matte black look. I really like it. Pretty sleek design. Definitely going to be the envy of all your friends, probably, or maybe they'll just make fun of you because you're flying a little toy. They don't get, you have to start small usually. What else is in here? You got your battery. Now this is definitely an upgrade from the one that you use on the Nano QX. It's a 500 milliamp hour, 3.7 volt, one cell LiPo battery. You can pick them up for fairly cheap off-brand, or they're a little more expensive on-brand, the E-Flite brand, but they're definitely good batteries to have because you can even use them to power receivers because they are the one cell, and you can use them to power the Spektrum cameras if you ever pick up more of those for some FPV flying. Now in here you got your charger. It's a USB charger. They changed a bit how you charge it. It used to be you just slot it in. With this new one though, it's definitely a bigger battery, so you just plug it in like that. Not quite as convenient, but it definitely still works. USB, so you plug it into a wall outlet computer or a portable battery charger, and you should be good to go and charge it up. Now, else in the bottom of the box here is all the boring stuff, but still important. Let's close that box. In the bag here, you got your manuals and stuff, I would assume, and also some bonus propellers. So let's just take a look quickly to be completely thorough. While I'm taking this out, by the way, if you are not subscribed to Prop4 Drones or following us on social media, do that. Like this video, comment, you know what to do. So here you got your propellers. One bonus set of propellers. It's pretty much standard to expect. Same colors, no different colors. Kind of like if they switch it up sometimes, but it's nice. Here you got numbers that you can put on. So if you're racing with your friends, for example, you can put a number on and then be sure that you know which one's yours, though they're pretty small, so probably would want to put something bigger or even repaint it or different propellers because that's pretty small numbers to try to pick out. You got your lithium ion battery safety guidelines. No one needs to be safe. Whatever, just light it on fire, light that battery on fire. That's exactly what you're supposed to do. Don't do that, by the way. I should put up a disclaimer. Do not take any suggestions I give in this video because, yeah, I say stuff that's very sarcastic and not very funny. Anyways, additional smart bind information, stuff about binding your controller and about setting the battery, the quadcopter down a flat surface when you plug the battery in so the gyro can set up so it can stay nice and stable in the sky. And last but not least, you got your quadcopter manual here for the Nano QX2. Now it is very thorough. It's kind of nice. It's a throwback to when they actually did include manuals and not just all online. However, it looks a little more thorough than it is because I think half of it's in Spanish. So, but that will get you started. Or if you don't want to read it, you can just stay with me here and I'll show you how to set it up right after this. Right, so now that you got your Nano QX2 out of the box, first thing you're going to want to do is take off this lens cap right there. And you're also going to want to tighten up the camera itself here on the side with a screwdriver, because that will make sure that it's not flopping around. It is adjustable. However, if you put it up like this, that's usually meant for flying faster because the drone will tilt down a little bit more like that. And if you tilt it down like that, it's usually for flying a little slower because your angle isn't going to be quite so steep. So once you got that off, you're going to want to get the battery. Make sure you did charge it up because it doesn't come fully charged. It's kind of in like a pre-charged state. Not completely discharged, obviously, but it's just not charged up completely for a full flight, so you won't get anything out of it really. So plug it right in, slide it into the slot, maybe. A little tight to get in there, but it does go in there, pretty sure. Like that, there we go. And then you just want to plug in this link right here. Receiver. That's how you're going to start it up. There's no on-off switch, but before we do that, you're going to want to get your transmitter. Now there's different options you have. Here's two of them. This is the one that came with the Blade Nano QX, that intro model. Very cheap controller, very, very simple things. Or you can go with a more advanced one because it is a Spektrum product that has a Spektrum receiver. So as long as you have any Spektrum radio, it will work. This is a DX6, as you can see, kind of the entry computer model. Retails for about $200. I really like it out of the box. Very nice. A lot of controls, model memory. Won't have to buy another one for a long time, hopefully. But if you have the Nano QX and you don't want to buy another radio, this will work just as fine as well. However, I'm going to be doing it with the DX6 today. So what you got to do is turn on the radio. Make sure it's set up into the model mode that you want. Right now I'm just going to change it to a different one because it's set up for a different model. So I'm going to put it into the Nano, and that should be good to go. So it's going to go back to the main menu, and we can turn it back off because we're going to have to bind it. Now we can plug in the Nano QX2 right here, and that will start it up. Maybe we can. See about that. There we go. So plug it in, and now we can turn this on. Hold the bind button to bind it, and turn it on. And it's searching for the signal, and there we go. It is bound. You can see we have it working. Propellers are just working fine. I'm not going to fly it obviously right now. Just hit my camera or something, but that's not completely set up because we do need to get the FPV mode working because that's the whole thing about this. Now you're going to want some goggles probably, or a screen. Here I got the fatshark intro level horizon goggles. They also are about $200. They're pretty nice, honestly. If you can spare a little more, I'd go for something a little more expensive. These are very narrow. I have a big head, and you know they're just not wide enough for me, so don't really like them. Probably going to sell them and get a better pair instantly, but they're good for starting off, I guess, if you don't want to spend too much and just want to make sure you like it. So there's no on and off switch with these as well. Just plug them in, and so you can see what they're seeing. I have this RC transmitter right here. It's actually for this Proto X, but once I bind it and then turn off the plane, I can actually access the settings and use it as an FPV monitor. So we'll just go to the 5.8 gigahertz frequency, and now we just have to go until we find it. Oh, there it is. Right there. So that's actually what we're seeing. See when I lift it up, move it around, there I am. So very good low latency camera. Not obviously very high quality. because you don't need something high quality. You want something that's going to be fast so you can fly accurately and not hit stuff. So that's going to be what your view is. Obviously, it's the same view in these goggles. Can't really see it, but take my word for it. There it is. You can kind of see. But yeah, that's why I use this, so you can see that that's what it is. It's a nice camera out of the box. About 300-foot range. Don't expect too much more. It's not a very high powered. I think it's a 0.25 watt. I don't know exactly. I'll put it up in the text what it is, but it's not the most powerful camera transmitter for FPV, but for that camera drone this size, it's going to do just well for indoor flying and a little outdoor flying. So that's about it, guys. You should be good to go now. Ready to have fun and hopefully not crash. If you want any other drone videos and stuff like that, check down below on my channel. Also subscribe, like this video, leave your comments. I'm really big on Instagram. I repost stuff, I post my own photos, tons of stuff. If you like aerial imaging, quadcopters, drones, please follow me there. And as always, thank you guys for watching and have a nice day. Peace out.